Every Sunday before sunrise, Grandma brushed her straw hat clean. Blue ribbon tied around the brim, just as neat as it could be. She'd pin one little daisy on from the garden by the gate, then walk the mile to Pleasant Hill, never once arriving late. Sunday's best hat, worn with gentle pride, not for how it looked, but the heart inside. Sunday's best hat, waiting by the door. Faith was something Grandma lived Monday through before. One bright spring the church bell rang, but Grandma stayed at home. Neighbors filled the wooden pews, feeling something wrong. Little Sarah crossed the yard, holding fresh white blooms. She gently laid them on the brim, there beside the room. Grandma smiled and held her hand without a single word. Sometimes love is spoken best without being heard. Sunday's best hat still rests on its hook, holding quiet stories no history ever wrote. Sunday's best hat, faded by the years, yet every blue ribbon still dries happy tears. Now each Easter morning, Sarah wears that hat, adding one fresh daisy just where Grandma placed it last. Children always ask her why. She smiles and simply says, some things aren't handed down, they're carried. Sunday's best hat still walks country roads, teaching every generation what quiet goodness knows. Sunday's best hat, simple, old, and true. The finest things we ever wear are the lives that shine through. The church bell rings, the morning glows, another Sunday begins. Leaning by the back porch wall stood an old cane fishing pole. Grandpa cut it years before from the river's willow grove. Every June we'd leave at sunrise, walking down the dusty trail. One old coffee can of worms and a bucket with no pail. He'd say fish don't care who's richest, they just bite when time is right. Then we'd sit and watch the water till the fading evening light. That old fishing pole caught more than fish. It gathered quiet moments a boy still keeps. That old fishing pole his lessons never came too fast. One July I walked alone down the river after work. The pole still leaned behind the porch, covered lightly by the dirt. I'd tied on Grandpa's favorite hook, though the line was old and thin. First cast landed near the stump where we'd always started then. I didn't catch a single fish before the setting sun, but somehow that old river bank felt less lonely when I was done. That old fishing pole still knows the stream, holding little echoes of a childhood dream. That old fishing pole still bends today, keeping Grandpa's stories from floating away. Now my little daughter laughs when the bluegills steal our bait. She asks if Grandpa ever fished. I smile and say, every day. She carries home that willow pole, nearly twice her height, already making memories she'll remember all her life. That old fishing pole still reaches far, not across the water, but across the years we are. That old fishing pole, simple, born and true. The finest things a father leaves are the days he shared with you. The river flows, the line grows still, the story carries on. The little white feed store opened every day at dawn. Mr. Harper swept the porch before the sun came on. Nails in wooden barrels, seed corn stacked out back. Farmers gathered by the stove, trading stories and a laugh. That little white feed store stood beside the square. If you needed help or hope, you'd always find it there. That little white feed store, more than wood and paint. Neighbors walked in one by one and never left as strangers. One spring morning, heavy rain flooded every field around. Fence posts floated down the creek. Mud covered half the town. Mr. Harper opened wide, though the shelves were running low. Take what your animals need, he said, we'll settle when crops grow. That little white feed store never locked its door. Neighbors paid with honest hands. Nothing mattered more. That little white feed store weathered every year, built on simple promises folks still hold dear. Now the building stands restored, fresh white paint upon the wall. Grandkids gather every June for the county harvest ball. Inside hangs an old broom beside Mr. Harper's hat. No one ever moved them just the way he left them at. That little white feed store lives in every hand, helping one another build this farming land. That little white feed store still reminds us all, a town grows strong together when neighbors answer the call. The porch is swept, the sign still swings, morning comes again. At 5:30 each morning, old Frank lit the kitchen stove, set the black enamel coffee pot where the fire burned slow. Neighbors never knocked too hard, they'd simply call his name. There was always one more empty chair and coffee just the same. That coffee pot on the stove never stayed alone. Every cup it poured made another friend feel home. That coffee pot on the stove steamed through winter snow. Kindness has a way of warming more than folks will know. One February morning, the fire wasn't burning bright. The curtain stayed half open, long past morning light. Sheriff Dean stepped through the gate with his hat held to his chest. The old pot still sat on the stove, coffee warm as ever yet. No one spoke for quite a while. They just filled another cup, passing it around the table the way Frank always had. That coffee pot on the stove kept the room together. One warm cup and gentle words can outlast stormy weather. That coffee pot on the stove still starts every dawn. Though Frank has long since gone, his welcome carries on. His grandson lights the fire before the rooster calls. He pours the first cup just the same, then waits for friends to come. There's a little wooden sign above the kitchen door. Coffee's hot, come on in, just like years before. That coffee pot on the stove still whistles every day. Some traditions never fade, they simply find their way. That coffee pot on the stove still gathers hearts as one. Sometimes all the town remembers starts with someone saying, "Have a cup." The kettle hums, the door swings wide, morning starts again. Every Friday after lunch, old Ben Carter caught the train, not to ride to anywhere, just to watch it come again. He'd sit up on the depot bench, head resting on one knee, waving at the engineer who'd answer with a friendly beam. That bench outside the depot never stood alone. Every soul who sat there left a little home. That bench outside the depot weathered sun and rain, holding quiet conversations between the passing trains. One bright May the train rolled in, but Ben was nowhere found. The station master tipped his cap and quietly looked around. A little boy named Sammy climbed up onto that wooden seat, waiting for the afternoon train, swinging both his feet. The engineer slowed down that day and sounded one long call. Sammy smiled and waved his cap. The whole town watched it all. That bench outside the depot welcomed young and old. Every face became a story waiting to be told. That bench outside the depot still waits every day, keeping little pieces of the folks who passed its way. Now Sammy brings his grandson every Friday after school. They count the freight cars rolling by like Grandpa taught them to. Some traditions need no books, no speeches or applause, just time enough to share a bench with someone that you love. That bench outside the depot still faces down the track. Some folks leave on passing trains, some memories come back. That bench outside the depot, simple oak and pine. Sometimes the richest places never cost a dime. Another whistle, another wave, another Friday. Every weekday before sunrise, Joe walked down the gravel lane with a dented tin lunch pail swinging by a leather strap. His wife tucked into biscuits, an apple and a slice of ham. Sometimes she'd slip a handwritten note folded small beneath the jam. That old tin lunch pail rode beside his hand, filled with simple blessings for a hard-working man. That old tin lunch pail, worn and scratched with pride, it carried more than supper, it carried love inside. One cold morning at the quarry, Joe retired after 40 years. The men all signed his lunch pail with crooked names and cheers. He carried it back home that day, set it high upon a shelf. His little grandson pointed up and asked, "Can I have that myself?" That old tin lunch pail never held much gold, just enough to feed a man through rain and winter cold. That old tin lunch pail now rests above the door, reminding us that honest work is worth remembering for. before dawn, carrying his grandpa's pail, though grandpa's long since gone. You'll find one folded note inside, written in his grandma's hand. Work hard, come home hungry, we'll always understand. That old tin lunch pail still tells its quiet tale, not through words or riches, but through a worn-out handle. That old tin lunch pail, passed from hand to hand. Sometimes the finest inheritance is the life of a faithful man. The sun comes up, the road goes on, the lunch pail swings. Every morning after breakfast, Mrs. Parker filled the tray. Sunflower seeds beside the maple, just outside the window pane. Then a little red cardinal landed on the cedar rail. He'd tip his head and softly sing like clockwork without fail. She'd smile above her coffee cup and whisper with delight, looks like somebody beat the sunrise one more time. That little red cardinal came with every dawn, turning quiet mornings into hopeful songs. That little red cardinal, bright against the sky, sometimes the smallest visitor can lift a weary mind. One long winter Sunday, the bird never appeared. Mrs. Parker watched the branches through the snow and frosty air. Just before the evening settled, her grandson knocked outside, holding one small cedar birdhouse, painted bright with pride. He said maybe he'll come back if we give him one more place. That little red cardinal returned with early spring, building in the birdhouse just beneath the eaves. That little red cardinal sang the whole day through, bringing smiles back to the porch like old friends always do. Children stopped along the lane, counting little feathered wings before they board the train. Mrs. Parker pours the seed just like years before, leaving one small corner for every season more. That little red cardinal still greets the morning light, teaching hearts that hope returns after every night. That little red cardinal song to gently start the day. The bird takes flight, the coffee's warm, morning begins again. Every Friday after breakfast, Mr. Ellis checked the mail. Our little beagle ran beside him down the dusty wagon trail. Most days brought seed catalogs or bills to put away. Then one spring a white envelope had his daughter's name displayed. That white envelope rested in his hand. Sometimes hope arrives without a single plan. That white envelope, folded neat and small, can change the quiet rhythm of a country home. Emily stood beside him, reading every careful line. She'd earned a teacher's scholarship to the college down the line. Mama wiped her apron, Daddy looked across the field. Then he quietly tipped his hat and smiled through what he felt. He said, "These old acres raised you well. Now let your dreams do the rest." That white envelope brought both joy and tears. Some doors slowly open after faithful years. That white envelope still lies in the drawer, beside old family pictures and the house deed from before. Every September since then, Emily drives back home. Children fill the little schoolhouse just a mile from where she'd grown. She keeps that folded letter inside her favorite book to remember where the road began with just one hopeful look. That white envelope changed more than one life. It carried tomorrow across one country drive. That white envelope faded now with age, but every child she teaches writes another page. The mailbox closes, the gravel road waits, another dream begins. Leaning by the back porch wall stood an old cane fishing pole. Grandpa cut it years before from the river's willow grove. Every June we'd leave at sunrise, walking down the dusty trail. One old coffee can of worms and a bucket with no pail. He'd say fish don't care who's richest, they just bite when time is right. Then we'd sit and watch the water till the fading evening light. That old fishing pole caught more than fish. It gathered quiet moments a boy still keeps. That old fishing pole bent with every cast. Some of life's best lessons never came too fast. One July I walked alone down the river after work. The pole still leaned behind the porch, covered lightly by the dirt. I tied on Grandpa's favorite hook, though the line was old and thin. First cast landed near the stump where we'd always started then. I didn't catch a single fish before the setting sun, but somehow that old river bank felt less lonely when I was done. That old fishing pole still knows the stream, holding little echoes of a childhood dream. That old fishing pole still bends today, keeping Grandpa's stories from floating away. Now my little daughter laughs when the bluegills steal our bait. She asks if Grandpa ever fished. I smile and say, every day. She carries home that willow pole, nearly twice her height, already making memories she'll remember all her life. That old fishing pole still reaches far, not across the water, but across the years we are. That old fishing pole, simple, worn and true. The finest things a father leaves are the days he shared with you. The river flows, the line grows still, the story carries on. Folks all knew old Walter Hayes by the fence along Route 3. Every spring he'd drive new posts as straight could be. He'd stretch the wire nice and tight, hammering in through the air. If a neighbor's fence had fallen, Walter somehow would be there. That fence never leaned, through the wind and rain, built with steady hands, again and again. That fence never leaned, standing tall and true. Some folks build with lumber, some build people too. One March storm came rolling in, breaking limbs across the road. Half the county woke next morning to fields standing open wide. Walter's truck stayed in the barn. He'd passed the week before, still before the sun was high. Neighbors gathered at each farm. Nobody asked who should begin or who would get the pay. They simply grabbed their hammers the way Walter always did. That fence never leaned, though the man was gone. His way of helping others quietly lived on. That fence never leaned across every field. Kindness leaves foundations that never seem to yield. Now my youngest grandson carries Walter's old claw hammer. He still checks each fence post twice before he drives another. He says, Grandpa always told me a fence should help your neighbor too. I smile beneath my weathered hat, 'cause I know that much is true. That fence never leaned, still lines every field. Not because the boards were strong, but because one heart was real. That fence never leaned, long after Walter's days. A good man's work keeps standing in 1,000 quiet ways. The hammer rests, the fence stands straight. Morning comes again.